Hey guys, it's Sin from SinHardware.com doing a Tekken 10, basically a 10-minute review of the gaming motherboard, the G1.Sniper 3. This is Gigabyte's top-of-the-line gaming board. It's part of the G1 Killer series of families, Core 3D audio, 4-way SLI, and 4-way crossfire with PCIe 3.0, which is a pretty big thing for Z77. Not many boards can do that. Killer E2200, Virtue MVP, Core 3D audio, which is actual creative audio chip on board. It's brand new. We turn the box over, we see it has a lot of good stuff to offer, you know. Gigabyte does this thing with super speed, super hearing, super shield, super sight, and basically that refers to different features of the board. Super shield is the heatsink design. Gigabyte's using a new one-piece heatsink design on all their Z77 boards. Basically, it's one piece with the heat pipe. It's not different pieces screwed in together. So that's why most of the heatsink has to be the same color, which is black, and then has highlighted accents, which are green. But that provides the most optimum cooling power, so no one has any doubts about how well the Gigabyte boards run, and they do actually run really cool. It's a combination of the heatsinks with much better characteristics in the MOSFETs, so that there's no chance that you will get too much heat in your board. Super sight, PCIe 3.0, Virtue MVP, onboard OC features are one of my most excited parts of this board. We have a button postcode display. In the corner we have a PCIe controller, dual BIOS, and a switch, voltage read points, everything you could really want as an overclocker it provides in the G1 series, which this is the first time ever a G1 board has ever had that. Super Shield also refers to the fan support. There are 5 PWM smart fan connectors on this board. It's a pretty big deal for Gigabyte, especially because you're given control over every one of them. And there are temp sensors in the board, and as these temp sensors raise in temperature in different sections, there are also the fan connectors there, and the fan connectors can actually be set to speed up depending on the temp sensor in that region, so you can have a fan blow towards that region and thus cool that region down pretty well. Okay, so now we have a super speed. Super speed refers to the USB 3.0 technology. It comes with a front panel USB 3.0, which is a pretty big deal for a lot of people. Super hearing refers to the audio, which is a big deal on the Sniper 3 boards. If you hear me say big deal, I say it like every other word, because the Sniper 3 series is a big deal. When it released, it was basically the first of its kind to have so much gaming features, which are really gaming features, not really overclocking features. This is the first Sniper series with true overclocking features, and this is made to be a true overclocking board. But also with the gaming features. So you have your high-tech capacitors from Nichicon capacitors. Sorry, my bad. You also have Core 3D audio chipset. You have line drivers, audio amps that can amplify the front output as well as the back Toslink converter. So we have all that. We have the true UEFI BIOS here. 3D power here is all digital power to not only the CPU, but we also have for the CPU's iGPU has digital power, the CPU VTT and VCCA have digital power, the memory has digital power. It says 4-way digital power. That's a pretty big deal. Basically the same thing as on X79 in terms of digital PWM technology, except instead of X79's MOSFETs and X79's chokes, Gigabyte has upgraded their Z77 line to use newer chokes, which I believe allow more current, as well as newer MOSFETs, which allow slightly more current, but also have much lower RDS on, which allows them to work at a lower operating temperature, which thus ensures higher current. Also, Gigabyte has employed 3 MOSFETs per phase for the CPU V-core power, and that helps even the load balance on every phase, as well as makes it run a little cooler because you have more MOSFETs handling the same load. So now I've gone over that, let's actually take a look at the board, shall we? So, the board, pretty hard to get out of this box because this is a really heavy package. I believe the guy in UPS said it was 10 pounds. 10 pounds. But, regardless, we're going to take a look. So let's see how cool this G1 is. Okay, so when you open the box, first runner-up, first batter basically, home run hitter, is a G1.Sniper motherboard, 4 slots, eATX, meaning that's a little bit wider but not longer. So that basically means that this board will fit in any ATX case. So no worries about that. I'm just going to put this here on the stand. Okay. So, the accessories in this box have their own box inside the box, which is inside the box. Okay, so you have your G1 stickers, right? The G1 stickers are pretty nice. You also have a clear Gigabyte sticker somewhere here, yeah, right here. And you can stick this on a black surface and it'll show Gigabyte in white, which is pretty nice. A poster has like a Target display on one side and Gigabyte G1 dude on the other side, alright? Pretty cool stuff. I'll take a nice picture in the actual hands-on preview. Here we have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. This goes together as does this. These are the external receivers and transmitters, and this is the USB cable that connects the Bluetooth capability of the dongle to the motherboard, as Bluetooth cannot currently be over PCIe natively. So we also have SATA 6 GB per second cables, 6 of them. USB 3.0. Nice. eSATA kit to convert your internal SATA ports to eSATA in the back. You have a 4-way connector and 3-way connector, as well as just simple SLI and crossfire bridges. Back panel I/O shield, which is color-coded, and the USB 3.0 USB ports, which are all the USB 3.0 ports on this board, are highlighted in gray. And then you have all your goodies, your manuals, whatever. Reading the manual is not a bad thing, you know. It actually can be a good thing. So now let's open the beautiful book-like case which encases this sniper. Move everything to the side so we can get a nice uninhibited view of the G1.Sniper. Alright, so the G1.Sniper is a top-of-line board. You have 5 fan connectors, one here, one here, one here. You do have one here, one here. 2 of them are right here. BIOS switch right here, switches 2 BIOSes. 10 SATA connectors internally. You have your power, reset, clear CMOS, postcode LED, voltage read points, PCIe connector, all the overclocking features. USB 3.0 here, USB 3.0 here. These are the Intel ports. The white are 6 GB per second. These 2 gray are Marvel, 6 GB per second. These are heat sinks, 13. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the VRM. Basically, there are 15 chokes here. These 15 chokes are split up into 12 plus 2 plus 1. That's the phase output. Here's a single phase for the PLX bridge that is needed to power this beast, because this beast takes your PCI lanes and doubles it, and has PCI 3.0 support, so you can have a total, because this board supports PCI 3.0, of 32x PCI 3.0 at better latency than with NF200. So this is NF200 replacement, which is excellent. So let's take a look at the back panel right here. 6 USB 3.0, PS2, all your video outputs right here for gamers. For MVP is especially important you have all of them, so you can hook up to any display because you have to use your internal. And you have Toslink here. You have your audio subset here, Core 3D audio amps, VIA for 1394A, which is here. You have Bigfoot here, Intel here, and you have your front panel connectors here, MSATA here, and let's see what else we can cover on this board. Okay, so here are the Nichicon capacitors. They're really nice. You can see them. You gotta be careful with them. There is an EMI shield around here to protect. It's soldered to the board. These are the line drivers, one here, one here. This one goes to the front panel, this one goes to the back Toslink. All the outputs go through these nice Nichicon capacitors, so it can outlink here. The SPDIF optical is important if you have a nice DAC. So basically you see the new chokes, they're different style than those on X79. The MOSFETs are as well. There's some on the back, and that's because they move them onto the back so that they can cool on the other side of the PCB, so they remain cool, they do not run too hot, so no worries about that. 2 phases VRM for the DRAM. So everything on this board is tip-top and in shape. You can see this edge here, these are your SATA connectors. This is the extra PCIe power for the PCIe slots. Alright, everything on this board is top-notch. This is built to be Gigabyte's flagship Z77 board, and it should be on anyone's list looking for the top-notch, most supreme Z77 board, and I believe on release it is. So if you have any questions or comments, please post them. Thank you.